Welcome to Running with Scissors, where you'll learn a few hair tips and tricks and hear heartfelt and comical stories from behind the chair. Hi, welcome. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Susan. I'm kidding. It's Megan.
I almost played along with it and was like, Susan is a new host today.
I just had to do something different, you know?
Well, did you hear me attempt to change the inflection in my voice?
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Yeah. You really were up in your customer service voice.
Kind of sounded like my phone voice a little bit.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever listen to your voicemails after you record them?
Yeah, 110%. And then I do it until it sounds right. But listen.
I mean, I don't have time for it anymore. Like, it is what it is.
I think
but
I've
the
had
times
the
that I
same one
have
for
heard my
years.
voice,
Yeah.
I'm like, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When my kids are like playing,
No, yeah.
When my kids are playing and they're pretending on the phone, they're like, hi, it's Megan. Or like, whatever they think I sound like. And
it's alarming. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Right?
That was not me.
I don't sound like that.
I do not sound like that. Do not make me sound like that.
Right.
Also, why me? Why me?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else you want to pretend to be?
Right.
Anyways.
I mean, I guess it's good that they want to pretend to be us.
Yeah, okay. You're right. We should be flattered and not worried about it. Right. But I do agree. And re-listening to our podcast does really get me, though. I'm like, huh.
Do I sound like this all day, every day?
I'm like, do people have to listen to this? Do people listen to this?
And here we are. We want people to listen to us.
Right. No, we do. And we're on what episode, Megan?
14.
Here we are.
Yep.
Either way, apparently people do enjoy listening to our voice because there are people that
have
do
a lot of
listen to
listeners.
us. Yes.
And we even have listeners outside of Oklahoma.
We even have listeners outside of our country.
Right. Across the pond.
Yes. I don't think that's the saying unless it's England.
Oh. Okay. You're right.
Well, I don't know. Maybe everything across the
ocean
is across the pond. Okay. I like it. We'll go with it. Anybody more educated than us want to tell us. Anyways.
Yeah. I would think, I feel like the ocean's just that's what they're referring to as like the big pond.
No, you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right.
To go anywhere outside of the U.S., you have to go across the pond.
Yeah. I'm so sorry I questioned your intelligence. I think you're right.
It's fine, but thank you for apologizing.
Yeah, anytime. Anyways.
You could be right, too. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell.
Okay, anyways.
Either way we found out we've got a few, and it's kind of neat. So share, like.
Subscribe. Talk about us.
Review.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We need to make stickers and, like, just randomly put them in places. Yeah. We've yet to do that. We decided that Megan's wife is just going to, like, put them on every drive-through in the city. Mm-hmm. Every drive-through speaker in the city.
She'll put them everywhere.
Yeah.
She'll put them on the back of people's car, probably.
Oh, she would. And everybody's going to be pissed off. Except that's a bad idea. That's bad advertising. Kinda, right? Because any kind of advertising is good.
Willing,
Yeah. Maybe we should make them into magnets. And then we can put them on the back of people's cars. And then
we
people
could just
won't be pissed
go
off
through a
at
parking lot, like throwing them, and they just cling to the cars,
Yes. That makes me think of that
nonchalant
cheese square.
Oh my gosh, yes. Where you cheese people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay.
Squirrel.
Yes, I digress. Let's hit what we came here for.
What are we running with?
What are we running with this week, y'all? I'll tell you what I'm running with.
I also, side note.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
This is not going to be as giant squirrel thing.
Okay.
Moment.
It might be.
It might. Is that I also feel like our listener should comment or share with us too what they're running with scissors with if they want. I feel like I guess we kind of do hear that all the time.
We do.
the chaos of people's life.
Yeah, it is part of our job, like our day job.
That's fair.
But here's the deal: we could put it as. We'll just do it as like a weekly thing on Instagram. So for the listener out there, our Instagram, if you haven't heard it already, I hope by now you have a few times because you're on episode 14. Mm-hmm. But either way, it is at Running with Scissors OKC. That's our Instagram name. Go to it because then we do our Would You Rathers on there, which we don't have one this week. We're trying to not overload the pod.
Yeah.
Anyways. There's that. Let's go back to why we're here.
We're running.
So I'll tell you why I'm running.
Let's do it.
I'm running because I have found some joy in being the assistant cheer coach of my daughter's team.
Good for you.
But listen, this group chat between the coach and team mom and I ruins my day every fucking day.
Do they work?
One of them does. But I'm not, like, she works on something with eyes, okay? And I can't say the other one doesn't work because she absolutely works. She is a mother who homeschools her children.
Oh, okay.
And so she does work, but she works inside the home. Yeah. So anyways, she's her own boss, so can pick up her phone kind of whenever is really what I mean. Anyways, the other one works in an OR on eyes all day long. I mean, she's like an assistant of some kind or a nurse of some kind in the OR. So I don't know how she has time to respond, but she does. And maybe it's just because I'm ADHD and I can't keep up, but it is a lot. Yesterday, two times yesterday during work. I believe it was the first time was about a 4-hour moment that I didn't look at my phone and I had 50 messages from them. The second 4-hour block that I couldn't look at my phone, I had 75. That's just in one GD day.
Yeah, it's a lot. On top of like clients texting or calling or whatever.
Yes, and these are wonderful women, okay? And they are doing a wonderful job.
It's nothing against them.
No,
it's just
not at all.
These tasks that we keep putting ourselves in.
Right, and they're carrying my ass. They are absolutely carrying my ass. And I have told them this so many times because I'm like, I can't mentally keep up with the text message. And then the group me on top of that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can't keep up. I can't look at both. Like, she did a poll I'm the fucking assistant coach, and she did a poll the other day on GroupMe. Never did it. Like, I can't. I mentally can't get on both in one day.
Sure.
So, I feel bad for that. The other part to my running with scissors, because that's not like, I can't be mad about that too much because they aren't mad that I can't keep up either. So, but it's just overwhelming.
Yeah,
and makes my life
causes chaos in your brain.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So the next thing is Halloween perfection. Okay. Listen, I take decorating my home so seriously for Halloween that it'll take me a month and a half to get it right.
She's not wrong. And let me just say that today we were putting up some Halloween decorations, and I normally just am sitting there watching her do it because I know that she wants it a certain way. But I'm like, I feel bad just sitting here watching her do this. No. And so I grab this like black lace spider web and I'm like, I'm going to put it on the front on our door with our little cute little witch sign.
It does look cute, y'all. It does look cute.
So in my brain, I'm like, okay, this is like a spider web and it's Halloween and like it doesn't have to be centered or perfect.
Right.
And so I just like randomly place it on the door, which like however I think looks off-centered and cute. Well, Jordan's on her phone while I'm doing it, and then she looks up and she's like, yeah, that looks great. But Meagan, is that even centered? And I'm like, it's spider web. Like, it doesn't need to be centered.
Well, I think the problem in my brain is, yes, it does not need to be centered, but there does need to be balance. And therefore, because it's covering a sign underneath, there needs to be balance between covering the sign up and then the sign that's down low. Okay. And so I feel that there's no feng shui with the door situation. So it looked like we fucked up. Mm-hmm. Like we accidentally put it there.
It is kind of mind-blowing that's like the perfectionism in you. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that you would think that would be the perfectionism in me, mm-hmm. based on like our personalities and stuff, mm-hmm. you know?
Yeah, I agree.
But like, I just hang shit wherever. Like, I'm like, yep, that looks great.
Mm-hmm. I wish I could be like that, but there is a method, mm-hmm. to my madness. Yeah. Even with fucking spider web. And I did. It took me 2 tries to put the spider web. And I'm not even sure I'm done messing with that spider web at work.
Yeah. Well.
Because there needs to be balance in the spider web.
Sure.
Whatever. Anyways.
She does take it serious.
I take it so seriously.
It is her season. And she does a good job. I mean, it's always cute.
I do all right. But the front of my house, I was telling a client today, the front of my house, the decor will change at least 3 times before Halloween because I will sit with it for like a week or 2. And then I might get, oh, I forgot I had this. And then I pull it out, I put it up. Or like, for example, I have 875 pumpkins, foam carvable pumpkins, which y'all, if you want to use them for decor, they're amazing, but they're also the biggest pains in the ass you've ever done. Like, just, it's so much easier to carve a normal pumpkin. Anyways, I feel like I need to get one of those like turkey carvers out that like, the electric saw things. One. Well, I feel like that's what needs to happen when I use it. Anyways. So I'm putting those outside. Haven't done it yet, but most of my outdoor decor is out. But it just like everything has to just, because my Halloween decor is not, I hate saying it like this because I don't, and people take it offensively.
Just say it.
But my Halloween decor is not hokey Halloween decor. It's not like orange and black and like.
It's gothic.
Yeah, it's like we live in it like that all year almost kind of thing. Like it's just part of my house to be that way. And so it takes time and perfection. And I feel like our therapist would say that I'm avoiding something every year around Halloween. I don't know what it is yet, but I feel like this is my coping mechanism for some reason. I'm just perfecting the house that I live in when it comes to Halloween decor. Anyways, so that's making me crazy because I want it to be done, but it's not right yet, you know?
That's fair.
It makes me crazy every year until it's done.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten any of our stuff out of the attic. And nor do I know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's okay. We're 12 days too late, so get on it. Mm-hmm. It's September 12th.
Yeah. We'll see if I even get to Halloween decorations.
It'll be October 12th by the time you get them bitches out. Yeah, it's okay. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, so those are my running with scissors, is just keeping up with all my own problems.
Well, that's all of our running with scissors. It's just all the shit that we create for ourselves.
That's exactly right. Anyways.
Yeah, my running with scissors is a little similar. Like I can relate to you on the overwhelming feeling of not always being a part of, like the conversation or whatever, and like how you said that they're carrying you or whatnot. Well, we're doing a softball fundraiser right now. Chocolate.
World's finest?
Yeah, but I only just have the almond bars right now.
Why?
That's all they had at the time.
Oh.
So anyways.
Yeah.
Well, we put them in the fridge because they were in the car and like we were like, okay, we put them in the fridge. So like I haven't taken it out of the fridge. I keep forgetting to bring it to the salon and like sell them. Sarah and I have eaten 5 of them already. So, and we've sold none.
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything is fine.
And I think this is the last week for it.
Oh.
And it's, what, Thursday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is it Thursday? It is Thursday.
So.
Yeah. Oh, well, so you're going to hand over how
and
much
like all
money
and like so, right? And so all these other like players are like, I mean, some of them have done like over 5 boxes of chocolates. And I'm like, well, I ate 5 of them and haven't sold any.
Yeah.
I will say.
I hate fundraisers though. With
I do too.
Every part of my being.
I do too. And I will say that I liked our first fundraiser that we did for softball, where it was like a punch card kind of thing. Like it was like you just bought a softball, like basically you just donated money or whatever.
Yes.
Because like even like with blue and gold or like some sort of like ordering or delivering or having an item, like it just seems so much more. I'm like, let's just ask for donations.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Yeah, because grandparents are willing to donate towards sports all the time.
Right.
But yeah, I can't, you know why? Because they're fucking 7 years old and they're not the ones doing the fundraising.
Well, and like, I don't know. I don't know that I mean, I feel like we live in a good neighborhood, but I'm not going to like send her door to door.
Nope. Nope. And even if I did, though, I would end up going with her. Right. Because I would
probably have to be the one
100%
saying it, even though, I mean, I think she would be fine saying like what it was.
Yeah.
But either way, I still would have to go. Like, I'm not sending her by herself.
No, right. Either way, it's until they're like 15 years old, it's something the parents are basically going to do.
Right. And I'm like, I can't keep up.
Right.
It's just hard.
They don't have Facebook to post about the fundraiser. They don't have, you know what I mean?
They don't have phones to
nothing. They got nothing. Yeah. They just hand us the fundraiser info and say, here you go. Good luck. No, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's some bullshit.
Some bullshit.
I hate it so much.
I know.
Fundraising sucks so bad. And that's the other thing about Cheer is like, we have a sponsor at Cheer, okay? And we legitimately, because, and I get it. Like, she doesn't want anyone to have to pay for anything, which I love. But we've done fucking 92 goddamn fundraisers for it. And I am so tired. She's just talking about another one. And I'm like, sure. And I'm not doing one thing probably. I'm going to send it to my mom, my dad, and be done. That's it. I put in some effort.
Yeah.
So that's terrible. I get it. But I'll buy some chocolate from your kid. Like, I love chocolate. So
I know. I mean, I know that people, like I know people will buy it
tomorrow.
I'll do my best to remember. I've literally, I mean, I'm on week 2 of meaning to bring it to work. And here we are. And then I meant to take it to Tulsa with us this past weekend. I meant to take it to Sarah's softball games on Sunday because like her family was in town. And then, we're at the fields. I was like, Tinley can walk around and then just walk out the door and forget it all. Like, it's like, fine. I'll take it to this. And then
you didn't. Everything's fine.
Yep. So
Everything is A-okay.
And we're a week away from Disney.
Oh my God.
And I feel like, I'm like, okay, because next week is a pretty busy week. And I'm like, I got to start thinking about like what we're packing, all of that.
Yeah, honestly, I feel this like, I'm just hoping that I have enough money for Disney. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've saved up. It's fine. I'm going to be fine. But I'm just like, Disney is so expensive. Like, I can only imagine how much money that's all I can think about is how much money is going to be spent. Okay, but we can't think about,
we have to be mindful. Like, we're not going balls to the wall.
Right.
But like, we can't, like, we're doing it.
Yeah, we're fucking doing it. It's happening. And we're a week away.
We can't, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
We made the choice to go.
Experience.
Yep.
And this is our one fucking experience. And it might take me 15 years to pay off this one experience.
Right.
But either way, everything's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be a good time.
No, I'm super pumped. I really am. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
But you're right. Yeah, packing.
Yeah. So just, I'm sure, next week next episode, it'll be running with scissors with that.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
I'll tell you all about how we ran with scissors at Disney World.
Right.
Ooh, just saying it already makes me nervous about all that.
But it'll be a good time. We'll look back on it and it'll be amazing memories with our little girls.
Yes. Oh my gosh, they'll be so pumped.
Yes. Well, do you have any stories you want to share?
Yes. We got one from the box.
Yes. I do have a question from the box if we have time for it. If not, I'll save it for the next episode. Because we also have product to go over. So
yes. Well, mine's kind of a short one.
Oh, okay.
So it is a client story, and she gave us permission by putting it in the box to tell the story. And basically, she came in with this super cute black and white checkered sheer button-up dress, and she had like a slip, like a dress underneath it, but maybe she didn't, so it was button up, but there was a thing underneath it, but it buttoned together too. So like if the thing came unbuttoned, the whole dress came unbuttoned, but there was a black dress underneath it anyways, but it was all one piece.
Got it.
So I was like, oh my God, that is so cute. I think it's adorable. And she's got like a hot bod.
Yeah.
So, anything looks cute on
adorable.
her. She's fucking adorable. Anyways, so I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. And she's like, thank you. I thrifted it. And I'm like, God damn it. Of course you did. Like, because she is one of those people that finds these thrifted things that I'm like, oh, you find gems every time you go thrifting, and
maybe
I don't
we need to go thrifting with her.
I know. I feel like we have half our clientele goes thrifting, and we are just like, well, we're going to Goodwill and hope we find something. Right? I don't know what it is.
But I also don't love digging.
No, I'm not good about digging either.
And I feel like you have to dig.
And you have to have a creative thought process when you walk in there, I think. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sometimes I do it just to like zone out. I think you can't zone out when you walk in there. Like you have to think about it. Yeah. Because there's such unique things that people buy there. And I want these unique things. Mm-hmm. But if I go in there and I zone out and I see said unique item, I'm going to be like, I'm not creative enough right now for it. I don't know what I would wear with it, even though I'm sure I have 875 things. Sure. Anyways, that's not part of the story. So she sits down and like she was telling me how she's had issues with the buttons. And I'm like, well, maybe you can figure out, or she even said, like, I think I should get some of that like double-sided tape because it's like adorable and it's not too small. I think it's just because it was a used dress that the buttons just wouldn't stay in the holes anymore. And so she's like, I either need to like safety pin them or get that like double-sided tape or whatever and do the in-between. Because really it was like a few would pop open, but you could kind of see in between the holes a little occasionally. Anyways. So, she's got her cape on her for an hour and a half. I don't even know. 2 hours because I do a double process on her. Longer than that. Yeah. 3 hours. She's had this cape on for like 3 hours. Yeah. And I go to take it off to do like the final reveal of like her awesome pink hair with her super cute thrifted dress. And like almost the entire dress is unbuttoned underneath it. Like I pull that cape off like I'm fucking a magic,
like a magician.
Yes, a fucking magician. Just yank it off and boom, it's like her entire body is in my chair. And I was just like, whoa! I literally gasped a little and I like took the cape and I like flung it back over her because like there are people walking around in the salon.
Sure.
And I'm like, can you button it back up with me holding the cape over you? And she was like, yeah, totally. So she unbuttoned it.
Did she immediately know too and like react?
No. At first, like, she was making eye contact with me, I think, at the beginning.
Yeah.
And so when I took it off, neither one of us knew until we both looked down. And she was like, oh my God. And we both kind of gasped at the same time. And I was like, well, here's why you need that double-sided tape, because it's not that it was too small on her at all. This girl has 0 body fat, okay? Like, and it was perfect, but like, it just was, I felt so bad.
Oh my gosh.
But she was like, giggling. She was giggling.
I mean, like, good thing it happened in that moment, and I wasn't working then, so it was just like you guys. So, but like, good thing that didn't happen at work. You know, like if she stood up from her desk or whatever, and like it just, you know, she just walking with it all exposed.
I know. Well, she was going out to dinner. It was like a Friday night, so she was going somewhere afterwards. I
Next
just
time
don't know
you see her,
where.
You need to ask if she had any issues.
Oh, I will.
With it whenever she went out.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
But it was just alarming. Like, I mean, there might have been 3 buttons up top put together and maybe 3 at the bottom together. Like, I literally just wanted to be like, there was no breeze. You didn't feel anything on her.
Not if the cape was on her.
Well, I still feel like I would have felt the cape on my body.
I mean, I guess it depends on how exposed it was.
You're right. Maybe
Whatever.
Not. I don't know. Either way.
That's funny.
I know. It was pretty good. She literally left the salon like, you can put that on the podcast. I'm like, okay. So anyways. But that was my funniest story.
Well, I kind of have, I guess, something just hit me of like funny but not funny. I feel like I've had a lot of clients slipping on our mats.
Oh my gosh, yes. And I don't know why though.
Right.
I don't understand.
Because like
is there like hair underneath the mat that's like,
I don't know. I need to look. But either way, so this happened when Jordan wasn't working. So like it was thankfully just me and this client in there. And this client is like super sweet and just kind of like to herself a little bit. Anyways, but yeah, she slipped and like, I mean, her feet came out from under her. Like she busted it on the floor.
Oopsies.
And I think it's funny when people fall, and it just is fun. It's not funny when I fall.
Yeah, no, it definitely is not funny when you fall. But she does openly laugh at you out loud.
And I don't mean it as like to offend anybody or whatever. It is just funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like you would be a person that would laugh at funerals. Like just out of nowhere would just start
because I'm awkward.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. But I do think, yes, there are certain falls that are funny.
Yeah. Anyway, so I kind of chuckled, but then I'm like, no, like I feel like my brain was like, no, Megan, shut it down. Shut it down. You can't laugh right now at your client. Like, is she okay? Like, whatever. And she was so embarrassed, which I would have been too. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, I'm sorry. I did not mean to laugh. Like, are you okay? And she's like, yes. And, you know, whatever. Yeah. It wasn't like I just stood there laughing. Like I did get it together. My little come to Jesus.
Correction. Megan didn't do it to her, but she would do it to me. She would absolutely just stare and laugh at me.
Yeah. I mean, I'll also make sure everybody's okay.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, no, I mean, there have been a lot of slips and stuff on the mats.
Yeah.
We need to figure out why. It's weird, right?
It is. Anyways.
Yes.
Well, I think I'll save my question for next episode because I feel like we have a few things to cover with the product and then some.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, are we ready for the big hit?
Oh, yes. I can't wait to geek out about some science.
Yeah. And this is also good too because we've also educated ourselves on this because it is new and we haven't fully dug into the product knowledge of it. So this was helpful for us too.
Absolutely. So,
and we did confirm with the last episode
yes.
that this did replace the 3D volume, which
Yes.
we know that we have educated y'all on. Scratch that. We now have the big hit for volume.
Yep. This is how the product industry goes.
Yep.
Hair product industry.
Changes and evolves like it should.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the world should.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Anyways, so this is called Big Hit Volume Shampoo and Conditioner.
And it's still purple.
It is. It looks identical to the 3D. So like,
I do think it's a little bit of a darker purple either way, but it is purple.
Yeah, it is purple. And it might actually be more of a true purple than the other one.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's color safe.
Color safe, which we love.
It boosts volume. It has weightless moisture.
Love that. So it's good for it replaces moisture for our finer and thinner hair people, even without
this is a product that is more directed towards fine and medium hair types.
Yeah. And I mean, as we've talked in the past, it is directed towards those, but just about anybody can use it. Right. It does have the signature sea buckthorn in it. It's got, is it glycerin or glycerin? Do you think glycerin?
I don't know why you're asking me.
Yeah, that's fair. And that adds and retains moisture.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It has biotin in it, which helps promote hair growth.
Yep. And then it has caffeine, which I do find to be super interesting.
I do too.
Honestly.
I am really excited to educate on that because I don't know that I've ever heard of caffeine being in a hair product.
Yeah, me neither. Not that I'm aware of anyway.
Yeah.
And that helps energize limp hair and promote sebum elimination. And this is what we're going to chat about a little bit today.
The sebum.
Yes. Because I think what people forget about the hair industry is there's a lot of science behind it and there's a lot of reasons why we do things. You know, like we have that stereotype of like, well, you know, and I think this stereotype has been kind of moving out a little bit, luckily. The stereotype of like, well, you didn't go to college, like you're a hairdresser, like, you know, you're dumb, basically. Like you don't know anything, you're a hairdresser. Well, let me tell you how much we do know, because there's a lot of math and
there's a lot.
Involved.
And I will say there are people in our industry that aren't scientific with their job.
No, right, yeah. There are different elements to this job that you can be a part of, but I feel like to be a successful hairdresser, you need to know every part of it. Because, you know, I think I was honestly astounded when we were at the BTC show about how many people didn't sell product.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of alarming. I was like, what? Anyways, that's beside the point. That's their own issue. So.
And choice.
Yeah, and choice. Yeah. So, sebum.
Okay, let's refresh. What did you say the sebum is in the big hit?
Oh, yes. So the caffeine helps.
Oh, that's right.
It helps promote like less sebum. Yes. It helps promote less. Yeah. Anyways, so what's sebum in the oil? Listen, I'm already giving it away. What sebum in the hair and skin is basically the oil that we all try to soak up with dry shampoo, all those things. But I do find it to be super interesting because I definitely dug deeper into what sebum is. And the reason why I find sebum interesting is because I actually did like a skin test, I don't know, a year ago. And it said that I produce a lot of sebum on my face, which I have an oily face, but I don't know that I would consider it like super oily. Anyways, and it causes me to have acne. And so I've always just kind of wondered why I would have breakouts just all the time. Anyways, and so I found this product that helped lessen the amount of sebum I produce, and it's changed my skin. So like literally changed the way my skin feels, looks, how makeup looks on me. Currently I'm out of it, so my skin looks like shit.
No, it doesn't.
Either way. So I found that, sebum is basically just the oil your skin produces. But
which takes us full circle back to our hair washing episode of this is another reason on why you should wash your hair more than one time.
Yes, because we haven't even said the fun fact.
Okay, go ahead.
That it repels water.
Yes.
So that's why you have to wash your hair more than once in the shower if you've gone a certain amount of days.
Correct. And then imagine, so you have that sebum oil, and then you have your dry shampoo, your hairspray, your environmental toxins, whatever. So many different things that are layered onto your hair and your scalp. And there's no way that you can, with one shampoo, get through all of that mess.
Right.
And have clean hair.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. So sebum, it builds up too. Mm-hmm. Like all this stuff builds up, y'all. So like, you wonder why you have a flaky scalp that isn't dry. Well, be better. Yeah. Right. I mean, just wash your hair more than once when you're in the shower. Mm-hmm. That's all I ask, So what this product does, what this is saying it does, without using alcohol in it or anything that dries things out, it helps lessen the amount of sebum your hair follicles produce.
And it had a lot of natural oils in it too. So for the moisturizing factor of it.
Yeah. But yes, so it's kind of exciting that caffeine can do that, mm-hmm. because for years we used alcohol and everything to just fucking dry that shit out so that, your hair can be bigger than fucking Texas, So
nothing's bigger than Texas.
No, not even Texas's ego is bigger than Texas. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I just think that that's a really cool and exciting thing that might not be new in our industry, but it's new to us.
Yeah, so. I haven't heard that. And I would be interested to look more into that too, to see, what else can caffeine do for hair?
Right. Yeah. And I personally love the Big Hit. I've used it multiple times in the salon.
Yes.
We had those samples.
You're right.
And I really, really, really enjoyed it. And I think that I found that everyone that I used it on was getting good benefits and volume from the Big Hit.
Well, I was going to say, Amika did a survey with, I think it was 32 people. And 98% of them said that they had instant volume. 91% said that their volume lasted 24 hours. And 94% said that their hair felt touchably soft.
Yes, I love all of those things together. Because it really is not typical to get volume and have soft hair at the same time.
Correct.
And keep volume and have soft hair at the same time.
And I will say, which we'll touch more on the Big Hit, it's the finishing spray that comes along with this.
Oh, yes. And that's
we'll
great
get to that.
Too.
But I will, even just using that spray, I felt like the next morning because I kind of would spray it, I sprayed it on my roots to kind of give me a little lift. Not that I necessarily need it, but whatever.
She's got natural body anyways,
but I feel like the next morning I literally brushed my hair and kind of fluffed it with my hands. And I felt like that finishing spray was still in there and
nice,
kind of reformed how it was.
Okay. Which I do love the feel of the finishing spray. It doesn't feel dry either, which is great. Anyways.
And it is recommended that with this with this shampoo and conditioner to use it together instead of using the shampoo and a conditioner of another, what's the word I'm looking for?
Part of another collection.
Yes. Okay. Yes, it's recommended that you use, if you're going to use this, then you need to use the shampoo and conditioner together.
I mean, you're just going to get the best results.
Absolutely.
No matter what. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I think the big hit is going to be a big hit, legitimately. I think, and we need to get it in salon for people, for our volume girlies, which is almost everyone.
Oh yeah, I feel like almost everybody wants volume.
Yes. I feel like we need to get it in there to have on back bar.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited about it.
Me too. So yeah, hair sebum. Also, you have skin sebum. You have sebum all over your body.
Yeah.
Just a thing.
Yep. It's good to know.
Yeah. Anyways, repels water.
Yeah.
So wash your fucking hair and your body, okay? Scrub a little, you know? Like, don't just use our hands. Anyways.
Right.
Use scrubs, exfoliate, use your scalp massager. Mm-hmm. Get in there. Yeah. Really clean it off. Anyways.
Because if you don't, we can see the layer of it on your hair.
Yeah, because we know. Mm-hmm. And we can smell it. I don't know if y'all know. There is a smell. So get it together. Yeah. Anyways.
Yep. Yeah. So that is the big hit.
Do you think we shamed everybody enough today in this episode?
No, I'm kidding.
Maybe we'll shame everybody into
just wash your hair.
Yeah, into washing their hair correctly.
And brushing.
God, for the love of Mike, do not brush your hair wrong.
Even like I brush my hair in the morning and at night. Mm-hmm. And depending on my day, maybe I do in the middle of the day, but like brush your hair.
Brush your fucking hair. Brush it.
And like if you have to restyle it a little bit after you brush it, like, okay, I understand that that's frustrating. But like when you curl your hair on Monday and you come into the salon on Friday with the same curl and it hasn't been brushed, like you're just matting things in there and making it worse, which is also going to make your hair break off easier.
Yeah. I even struggle and I'm not a curly headed girly, so you can weigh in on this. But I even struggle with the curly hair people saying don't brush it. I struggle with it. I really do. Because here's why. Number one, they have curl refreshing sprays nowadays.
They do.
And they also have fucking water. Just straight up water.
I recommend with curly, and I feel like I started doing this when I wear my hair natural.
Wait, but let me tell them why. Okay. Let me tell the listener why I struggle with this. Okay. Because my 7-year-old has curly hair and it gets matted so quickly if I'm not brushing it regularly. And so I get that that's a 7-year-old, but I know adults who have curly hair that ends up getting matted underneath because they haven't brushed it in 3 days because their hair is curly. Anyways, now carry on.
So something that has helped me, I don't wear my hair natural very often, but when I decide to dabble with it, I do. And it drives me nuts that I can't brush my hair when I wear it natural, or it's just, I'm going to look like a lion. Mm-hmm. And so I get in the shower and I wet my hair and I will comb conditioner in it and then like kind of scrunch it back up and like then rinse that conditioner out. So like I'm still working and moving product through there without, and now I'll have to like re-diffuse it or whatever, which is fine, but it's my way of kind of feeling like I have brushed my hair. And I kind of even do it with the girls. Like I just kind of layer conditioner in their hair. Like if we don't wash it every day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. But I feel like there needs to be more brushing happening.
For sure. Or wide tooth combs.
Or wide tooth combs. Like
you don't have to be aggressive with it, right. But just, yeah.
And it doesn't have to be this, whole ass situation. But did you know that if you don't brush your hair, that can also make it break off too? Like there's a million things that can make your hair break off. Mm-hmm. And I mean, let's see, we got the lack of hair brushing that goes on. The lack of, people are like, oh, I don't use conditioner because it makes my hair limp. I'm like, oh, for the love of God, what? Please stop.
It's just snapping.
At least once in a while, use it. You don't have to use it every fucking time, but here and there. Let's see. What's another one? Oh, yeah. Or like when people just let their hair blow in the wind in convertibles.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
It's bad. That's all bad. Braid it, put in a hat. I don't fucking know. Don't do that.
Tight ponytails.
Something. Yep. Tight ponytails. Those rubber headbands that people use. Those
even hats. Guys that wear hats all the time.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, you wonder why you're bald. I'll tell you why you're bald. You're wearing a hat every day. You're suffocating your hair follicle. And then
it's rubbing.
And then they continue to wear hats. Yeah, so what do you do?
Yeah.
You know?
It's their choice.
Yep. So I just feel like there's a ton
We're just trying to help you.
That's all we're trying to do. And there's
trying
simple
to educate
things,
you and help you.
And there's just simple changes you can make to have pretty healthy hair.
Yeah.
Because, and I was telling somebody the other day this, I think they would be shocked about how much product I put in my hair every day. Every day. I wash my hair every 7 to 9 days. Did you hear that? Every 7 to 9 days. So therefore, I still put product every day into my hair.
I do too. I have to, well, I'll brush it. Then I'll do my dry shampoo, probably brush it again. And then I go in with an oil or something on my ends to like smooth it out.
Yep. So, I always put an oil in my hair. At night, I will almost every other night probably, or twice a week anyways, I put in a hair mask to sleep in. So, I mean, I'm constantly using hair product, you know, and that's why, you know, people are like, oh, your hair grows so fast to both of us. Well, it's because we use our product. We use it and we believe in it. And I think people just are like, man, hair product, it kind of does what it needs to do.
Or they think that it's you only use that when you're like after you wash and, you know, like, and maybe that's our fault too, if we're not as vocal about it in the salon. And if we're not, like, please let us know. But you can use other stuff in the dry. So and if you have questions, like, again, let us know.
Yeah, like a lot of products are versatile to some degree. So
as long as they're the right ones for your hair texture.
100%. But also don't be afraid to use a blow dryer rather than a flat iron to like re-smooth your hair out when it's dry. I mean, I use that all the time because a blow dryer is less heat damaging at least than a flat iron is. So I'm tired of seeing these
and you have to blow dry it. Yeah, I mean, you should blow dry it before you put a flat iron on it. But like if it's like a little damp or something, if it's not completely dry, like you still need to blow dry it. So why not try to smooth it with the blow dryer so you're like not having to put as much heat on it.
Right.
So
yeah, I literally was just asked the other day if I flat iron my hair every day to fix it. And I'm like, no, never.
I don't know that I curl it every day either.
Right. No.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways.
Yeah, so there's that.
There's some tips for you today and a product, the big hit.
The big hit, we love it.
Yeah.
But so do you want to tell them about, you know, next
episode?
Yeah.
Well, stay tuned because I do believe we will have some special guests at our next episode.
We do believe.
If they'll accept.
Yeah, we have to ask. We have to offer. Is that right? No.
Ask?
We have to ask.
Yeah.
We got to talk to them about it.
Anywho.
I mean, we've talked to them about it loosely.
Sure. Okay. Anyways, let's let our listener go.
Yeah,
Thanks for listening today.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining. If you like our podcast, leave a review on whatever platform you're listening on. If you're a client, you'll get 20% off your next appointment if you do leave a review. Don't forget to follow on Instagram at Running with Scissors OKC. This podcast is brought to you by Possibilities Podcast Platform.